All right, guys, so I've come to the consensus that there are only two types of women in this world. On one hand, you have those who are gonna order oysters Rockefeller, maybe a steak, and some pasta for their dinner. On this side, you have girls that no matter where you take them to, they're gonna order chicken tenders and fries. And for the guys who are on this side of the coin, you're in luck, because today we're gonna be making chicken tenders from scratch. And trust me, this is gonna be one of the easiest recipes that I've made since I started my channel. They're gonna be hot lemon pepper wings that we're gonna be making the sauce right from our homes. Y'all already know what time it is. Hold on. Actually, guys, we are so close to 100 subscribers, and I have to say thank you to all of you all who have been following me so far. If you've been enjoying these videos and want to see more content like this down the line, feel free to hit the subscribe button at the bottom and leave a like if you want to see more from the date night. Now, let's get cooking. The first thing we're gonna do is season our chicken tenders. These already came pre-sliced, which is super convenient, but if you want to, you could just take a regular chicken breast and then cut it into some pretty even slices. Now, I know I say this a lot, but right now we're trying to build flavor. You don't want the sauce to carry your chicken tenders. You want to have the chicken tenders carry your sauce. These should be good to go with or without anything on top of them. So let's get started. Garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. And I guess I didn't open it. And black pepper finally. Not too heavy on that one. Go in with your Cajun seasoning of choice. Then we're gonna add even more spice with some cayenne pepper. Give a few shakes of that. Smoked paprika is one of my favorite items to add. A little bit of MSG, also known as accent. All right, that's how you know we're ready to go. Dropping about 2 tablespoons of oil. Then we're gonna get this all mixed up. Our egg wash is gonna start off super simple with about 2 cups of buttermilk. Next, we'll need to crack 2 eggs. And hopefully no shells, and get those in there. There you go. Perfect. We don't want these to be extra crunchy because of that. I'm gonna add a couple of drops of hot sauce in there. Last thing we're gonna do to buttermilk is season it. Use pretty much the same ingredients, except we're gonna stick to the salt-free ones here. Get out your favorite whisk and get everything mixed together. Go ahead and keep that whisk nearby so that you can reincorporate all of your seasonings and spices together when it's time to fry. All right, here's level 3. It starts off simple enough with about 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We're gonna season this thing with the same spices that we used a little bit earlier. The only additions that I added was a little bit of chicken bouillon, which is being a little bit extra, okay? You don't have to have that. A little bit of lemon pepper, and then some regular paprika in there. And spices go in. Get another whisk, preferably dry, and incorporate it all in. Before we move forward, I want to introduce you all to the most prized possession I have in my kitchen. I like to call her Oh Reliable. Now, she's been with me for about 5 years, and I just can't bring myself to throwing her away. This is going to be a great time to either get your pot of oil going or your deep fryer heating up. You want your temperature to be about 350, 355 degrees before we start frying it. You already know what time it is. Get your favorite pan over a medium heat. Then we're going to take about a 1/4 stick of butter. Get that in there. We're gonna let this butter melt down completely, but we're gonna let it happen nice and slow, so don't be afraid to take it off the heat once in a while. The butter's fully melted down, so we're gonna throw in about a cup of your favorite hot sauce. I chose Frank's Red Hot, not exactly because it's my favorite, but because it's gonna give you that authentic buffalo flavor. So you're just gonna add that to it. Keep an eye on your heat at this point. We're not looking for a boil, just really to get everything heated up so that it'll mix through thoroughly. Garlic powder. And don't be adding no extra salt now. Cayenne pepper for a little bit more spice. And a little smoked paprika on the back end. I think mine's gonna need maybe another 1/4 stick of butter so I can get that perfect color on there. But other than that, we should be good to go. Here's how our station's gonna be set up. We have our raw chicken over here to our right. In the middle, we're gonna be using our egg wash. And on the end is gonna be our seasoned flour. We're gonna try and keep this as our wet hand and this is our dry hand in order to make as little of a mess as possible. But let's see how it goes. One thing I like to do to ensure the maximum level of crispiness on this chicken is to add about a 1/4 or a 1/2 cup of regular plain flour to the chicken. Never mind, a quarter cup for sure. Here we go, guys. We're gonna start off with the chicken. Remember, this is gonna be our wet hand right here. Chicken is gonna go in the egg wash, agitate it, pop it out, and then into the flour. All right, let's do this one more time for the people in the back. Floured up chicken is gonna go in the egg wash. Out of egg wash, let it, oh, lost it. Out of egg wash, let it drip into the flour. Hopefully I told you all to get a container with a lid on it before. Yikes, sorry guys. Anyways, it's gonna make it 10 times easier because all you're gonna do, put the lid on there, fix your microphone, and give it a good shake. Up and down, look at that. And you're gonna get them on a tray or a wire rack if you're bougie, and let them rest until you're ready to fry. All right, we got our fryer set at about 360 degrees. I already know that temperature is gonna drop as soon as the chicken tenders go in, so it's nice, hot, and ready to go. Make sure they're evenly spaced out so that they can cook all together. Also, you don't wanna crowd them. So about 3 at a time, about this size will do. Drop them in, a little shake. At about the halfway mark, you wanna use a tong and flip them over. All right guys, almost finished. As soon as that chicken comes out the oil, you wanna grab your buffalo sauce. It may have become a little bit coagulated, so you may wanna go ahead and run it under some warm water to get it back loose again. To finish things off, go ahead and add in your lemon pepper seasoning. If you want to, you can cut your own French fries, but it's kind of a process that I don't really think the juice is worth the squeeze, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm went ahead and got some from the store. It takes about 4 minutes in the deep fryer. All I do is add them in and then set it and forget it. And there you have it. Hot lemon pepper chicken tenders made from scratch, and French fries that were made at home, I guess. If you all enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe and leave a like so you don't miss anything from the date night. Yes, sir.